increasing growth of broadband in Nigeria and the almost ubiquitous access into the internet offered by the fledgling telecoms industry, the number or the rate of cybercrime has increased tremendously. And so are opportunities as well for the use of the broadband infrastructure that are being offered. The Nigerian Communications Commission, being the statutory regulator of telecom activities in Nigeria, takes the issue of cybercrime seriously by ensuring that it put in place procedures, policies, and mechanisms that ensure there is a risk-free, safe use of the internet. In doing this, it develops frameworks and policies and operational procedures for its licensees. The Nigerian Communications Commission, as part of the overall national mandate, participates in activities that are security-wise relating to cybersecurity. For example, in the year 2011, the cybersecurity bill that is reintroduced to the House, the NCC was part of the drafting committee. And we also provide education to people. This conference is one of such activities for people to be aware of the risk of cyber crimes while on the internet, and also to know how to prevent being attacked.
How do we ensure cyberspace security, particularly bearing in mind insufficient infrastructure and lack of intelligence within the security agencies to combat cybercrime?
Well, cybercrime and cyberspace security, they are different from the regular insecurity that we are experiencing today, because today, like as was presented by the lead paper, today physically they are using bombs and guns, but on the internet, in cyberspace, you don't use any of those. You don't see what is done or what is being used, but you can only feel the effect. That is why it's cyber attack. Now, what the Commission is doing about this is we help in the detection. It's very, very important. You have to know that it has taken place. We also assist in the prevention, which is the primary activity, by putting in place policies that operators, internet service providers must obey when they are providing service to people. For instance, one of such is that the network that they are using must be secured, and that the integrity and confidentiality of information that is sent through their networks remains safe, not to be able to be intercepted by somebody that message is not destined for. We also help in, because we said you must participate in detection, you must participate in prevention, you must participate in the you have detection, you have, the last one is the response anyway. When you detect it, what do? You must put in place measures to respond to the issues. What we currently do is we liaise with the Office of the National Security Advisor to say, for instance, issue like this is currently on ground, and this is who is responsible, and this is left for you to do in order to stop it. In terms of the activities of the economic fraud, the 419 that takes place on the internet, what we do is we do the diagnostic, that is, we do the investigative component of it, get who actually provided the service to the corporate, and give a time window of when it is done. Then we now refer the appropriate law enforcement agencies, because NCC is not authorized to go and arrest somebody or that. then we are intimate the appropriate law enforcement agency to proceed from the basic information that has been provided.
Cybercrime continues to threaten businesses across the country, and government agencies. What are you doing about this menace?
Generally, worldwide, cybercrime is a great threat to business unless they are checked. I really do not have a value, but what is in the literature estimate that in a year worldwide over about 10 trillion US dollars had been lost to cybercrime. You know, there are various forms of cybercrimes. Impersonation, that is through phishing, through fraud, unauthorized access, which is mostly common. People break into, you hack into bank accounts and things of that nature to change documents, to reflect things that it wasn't, identity theft, so on and so forth. In Nigeria, I could imagine that a lot has been going on. What we can readily give as an example is the ATM fraud, which according to the CBN record is in several hundreds of billions of naira that happened 2 years ago and very last year again. But that aspect of fraud is being curbed in Nigeria because there has been homegrown solution of which NCC, working with the ATM fraud committee of the CBN, participated fully in the course of last year. And this year and last year, the NCC has been putting in place both the regulation and the technical framework to curb incidences of cybercrime.